So exactly what is this lunar eclipse revealing for you? Hi everyone, it's Susan Kennedy here with some insight and inspiration for this full moon in Taurus. I'm recording this on October the 26th. The full moon is on the 28th and 29th, depending on where you are. But as we know, the energies begin and they go on for a few days after the full moon. So this kind of covers the next 5 days, but also in an attempt to help you understand what's been going on for you in the lead into the eclipse. One of the things I want to talk about straight away is the imbalance on the planet of the masculine and the feminine. And we see that playing out on the world stage in the war that's happening, or the wars that are happening, all the saber rattling, all the chest beating. And there's a really important message for you at this time as a light worker. The divine feminine that wishes to rebalance the energy on the earth. And I'm not talking about women, I'm talking about divine feminine energy. So if this is you, a man that's listening, this applies to you as well. Now that divine feminine is that part that is vulnerable, empathic, intuitive, strong, wants connectedness, wants to connect other people to other people. When the divine masculine is out of balance, which it is at the moment, there's an energy of abuse of power. And strong masculine is where there is this kind of absolute powerful leadership that comes from a place of vulnerability, compassion, and love. Now, why it's important for you to understand this is because for many of you, you may have been extremely tired. You might have been disinterested in things you normally would be interested in. You might have lost your mojo a little bit, and that might have been for the last period of time. But it feels like it's really online at the moment. And what we have to understand, and this is a message I've been given this week very clearly, is that for the divine feminine to rebalance on the planet, those of us that are more in the negative aspect of the feminine, which is giving too much, working too hard, always putting others before self, then that's what needed to be rebalanced. And so for many of you who are in the spiritual world or in any occupation or any state of being that wants to bring light and help what's going on, you might have felt that you just didn't have the energy, and you still might feel that you don't have the energy. So it's just to understand that what's happening for you is a repatterning, a reprogramming, a regeneration of your physical energy so that you can be of more use, because your energy will be more balanced. Now, as we come to the end of this year, this rebalancing will happen more and more. And I really see that by January, most of you will be like, yep, got my energy back, ready to do things, but ready to do things in a much more focused way where there is still that allowance for how you feel to be top of your priorities. So things that will be showing up, because in a lunar eclipse, what's happening is, if you think about the sun represents the masculine, represents the Great Spirit as well. The moon, very feminine, very much the intuitive, the flow, the harmony, the creative. And when a lunar eclipse happens, we've got the earth in the middle. So the moon is in the shadow of the earth, okay? So if you think about the earth is the plane where we all live. It's where we exist in duality. It's where we forget that we are soul. We forget that we're all connected and everything's black and white and up and down. So in an eclipse, and in this particular lunar eclipse, I believe that you will have experienced this week maybe some old patterns where authority has been strong around you, and that might mean that you're just not getting what you want. Things aren't happening as quickly as you want them to. You might be feeling not listened to, not heard, not understood. And the people that are not listening or hearing or understanding, they're the ones that are in the logic. They're the ones that are following the rules. They're the ones that are saying, well, no, it's always been done this way and we're not going to do it any other way. So that energy will have shown up potentially in your life this week, because we're in this period, you know, we're out of Libra energy now. So this balancing of the scales is really, really strong. But we're now in a period where we have to look within and say, okay, you are not answerable to any external authority. This is about you reclaiming the divine masculine within you. Because remember, on the planet, we've got all of this out of balance masculinity, chest beating, saber rattling, rockets firing, wars happening. And for those of us that wish to be, again, of service, it's to understand that you're not answerable to any external authority. It's about finding that internal authority within you. And that internal authority within you, the intuitive, the soul energy, knows that exactly where you are is okay. It knows that the things that you are coming up against will get sorted out as soon as you go within, and as soon as you start to look at what are those things that you battle against all the time. So that battle against authority, that battle against people not hearing you. And the easiest way, or the simplest way, is to not go into story about things. It's to accept that other people are where they are, but it's always to turn the journey inward and to look at it. So I really see this full moon, which is always an opportunity to release. It's an opportunity to let go, let go, let go. So if you've been very emotional, look at what you're emotional about. Look at what is stirring you up. And the beauty of these times are that, we can get great leaps forward in our evolution, in our understanding of who we are. And the thing about awareness is that when you are awake and aware, you see your patterns, you see what's happening very quickly and very easily, and you take different action, but more you calm your own internal energy. And the way that you feel is strong, it's powerful. So if you're angry, if you're upset, if you're hurt, that's going to fly out there. If you're calm and you're stable and you're happy and you're joyful, that's strong too. And that's going to go out there. And when that goes out there, imagine all of us, you people that listen and watch, and everybody else, imagine if everybody could be in that frequency and that vibration. So I really encourage you this full moon to release whatever's bugging you, whatever's irritating you, whatever's not working in your divine timing. And also understand that as a person on a journey of awakening and knowing who you are, that your guides know exactly what you need. If you've got delays, it would be to look at those. If things are people are being disrespectful to you, it would be to respect yourself enough to do what is right for you. I've heard all these stories, you see, from so many people that I associate with and people I'm working with. And just incidentally, for those of you, some of you know, some of you don't, but I do have a Pathways to Power personal coaching program, 8 sessions. And one of those streams is working with embodying and balancing the divine masculine and feminine so that you can bring all of you up to speed, up to your full light, so you can exist in the world in a very strong and powerful way. So I'll put that link in there. It's not an expensive program, but it's eight full-on sessions with me. And the people that are working through it at the moment, oh my God, it's like lightning quick. Things are happening, things are changing. And so if you can imagine that when you're in your fully embodied divine feminine, you're going to receive. And when you're in your fully embodied divine masculine, you're going to feel very assertive in a soft, gentle way, but you'll have leadership in your own life. And I think that's the most wonderful thing that anybody could ask for. So I'm going to use Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light cards because they seem very appropriate, just to give us a little bit of extra, a little bit of niceness, energy for this full moon. And I always love hearing what the full moon brings for you. I know for many of you, just thinking back to my Facebook posts, I know a lot of you have had parents that have passed. It seems to be a lot at the moment. A lot of you are experiencing people in your lives, you know, friends, sudden passings, unexpected things happening. And so at full moons, I always see them as a portal. This full moon comes very close to Halloween. And Halloween is that time when the veils between the worlds are said to be very, very thin. I believe that at that time you have more opportunity to receive your guidance, so that if I go back to the lunar eclipse, where the moon energy is being, let's say, overshadowed or in the shadows, the moon represents your feminine, your intuition, your creative energy. So don't let everyday mundane things stop you from being creative or following the flow of your intuition, because your intuitive self is your soul self. It's that self that says, you know, there is no black and white. There just is the desire to create. There is the desire to be connected to all things and all people. Yeah, so a beautiful time to look at what it is that you're ready to release, to let go of. And of course, that always allows you to bring more in. So I always laugh when this card comes out, because this is the name of the building that I live in. The building's called Portia, but the card is Lady Portia, and it says divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And so, as I said earlier, what is that lesson for you? What is unfolding? What is it that you need to understand? What is it that you need to know? Beautiful, beautiful card. Just come back to that as well. The beautiful violet flame energy as well. Third eye being very online. Stepping into the divine, stepping into that feminine that is not submissive or passive, but strongly nurturing, connected, empathic, vulnerable, all of those things, but able to see all sides of a situation, able to see where things are never going to change, so you can step away. So this full moon does bring lots of endings and new beginnings. And the energy of it, you know, it flows through for the next 6 months. So any eclipse really is a huge opportunity for you to kind of really decide what it is that you want. Faith is the next card, humanity and benevolence. And it says, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Now, I really believe with the chest beating, saber rattling, war mongering that's going on in the actual wars, that there is so much that we are here to do. We are here to be still. We are here to be quiet. We are not here to be, you know, busy bees. We're here to be actually embodying this calmness, so that en masse that calm energy will have an impact on all that is going on, you know, for me, the other side of the world. For you, it may be your side of the world. But to really have faith in, I guess, the bigger plan, the bigger picture. And I really do believe that this situation is one that will bring about the age of Aquarius, the age of where people start to look after each other and see that we are all the same. We are all connected. Yes, we might have different religions, colours of skin, all that sort of thing, but at the heart, we are all the same. And Lady Venus downloads an understanding perfect for this time. So and it's interesting that all of these energies that have come out today are the female ones. So truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. My message will be coming next week for November. Already I know it's Pleiadian, so I know that Pleiadian energy is going to be very strong. Those peaceful beings of light that want to bring forward a message. So this is a time now to really meditate, ask for your downloads, experience them, be aware of what comes through when those bursts of inspiration come, those thoughts, those ideas, those people that come into your mind. it's really important that you follow up on them. So, you know, when you think of somebody that you haven't spoken to for a long time and they pop into your mind, pick up that phone. Don't just, you know, wait or text. And yeah, wishing you a very insightful and happy full moon period. I know for many of you, it always is a very emotional time, but I always see it as a time of great joy, being able to see what needs to be released. And, you know, I've been listening to a few videos. I mean, I'm always listening to other people as well. And I listened to a video recently, and they talked about that healing and things like that are new age and that it's not of the soul. And I kind of had to laugh because we're living a human experience and we don't always want to be healing. But unless we look at the patterns, unless we change our thoughts, we can't move into that unity within ourselves. And so I encourage you to do whatever work there is to be done. Maybe it's a bit of writing and burning and releasing. Maybe it's just allowing yourself to feel what you feel without any guilt, without any shame, and just letting it rise up and letting it go. And let the beauty of the full moon, because even though it's in the shadow, the energy is still there. So allow yourself to be bathed in her beautiful light and allow your heart to shine brightly. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for those of you that subscribe. And I meant to say earlier that sometimes I think you can put a notification on, because I'm not very regular at the moment with my videos, but you know, that will change as my energy equalizes. All right, have a great full moon period. Lots of love. Bye for now.